It's always a pleasure,
Right,
Armand.
peace,
It's always a
peace.
pleasure,
All right, man.
brother.
Always.
Peace.
All right. Good luck on that date. I don't need no luck, man. You already know. I listen to AZ. I need no luck.
Armand got it.
He's Kyrie Irving in Boston.
Listen, entrepreneurs, Bill Gates,
You
he don't need luck. Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos.
She know. She know. That's why she blushes. She know.
There's no luck.
All
There's
right,
no luck. It is what it is.
I'm gonna holler at y'all.
All right, man.
All right, man. Later.
All right. I'm gonna call Ray on the other. I'm gonna hit you, Ray. Yeah, that's funny. But
Got him.
yeah, but I like that 5. That was a strong 5. We hitting Ray up on the other line.
You know what's crazy, bro? I started listening to Black Thought a lot.
Yeah.
But I didn't listen to him enough to have an opinion on him. I
Right.
wanted to put him on top 5,
Right.
but that'd be fake of me.
Right.
That'd be cornball.
Yo.
Right. Yeah. So, that was interesting, man. He put Armand's a huge ghost fan.
He went on the East Coast.
Yeah, he went East Coast with that one. I'm not surprised, but I'm surprised he didn't throw Ghostface in there. He's a heavy Ghostface fan. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Jada definitely underrated, bro. It just I'm glad he threw Jada Kiss in there. You know. All right, Ray. So we'll go to your 5. What's swing to your 5?
No. Oh, you said me?
Yeah, we'll swing with your 5.
On 5, or are you going around like just say number 5?
Yeah.
Who's your top 5? Top 5.
Number 5.
Oh, no, number 5. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I feel like my top 5, even at my old age, can still change from time to time. But as of right here, right now, 2017, my number 5, I got AZ. Woo! I know that Armand had him at I think number 2. But to me, a top 5, is if I got you in my top 5, that's just an honor within itself.
My man.
But when it comes to AZ, I mean, even whether it was middle school, high school, I mean, I've listened to dude throughout, since he's been out. You know what I mean? I love, and I always say this to friends, I'll say this to anybody, I love how smooth he is no matter what he's rapping about. He could be rapping about, just the drug stuff, real life stuff. You know what I mean? Good times. He's made a couple of happy records in there of just, being successful or whatever, but he's always smooth with it. He has, like, one of the smoothest deliveries, and that right there has always kept me coming back. He has a pretty solid beat selection, and even 20 years in, he can still rhyme. Whenever anything now, if it goes up on a blog, and if there's any post that says featuring AZ or AZ dropped anything, I always naturally gravitate towards it because he can always put a feeling inside me that it's like I enjoy the replay value. You know what I mean? I think his debut is one of the best rap albums I've ever heard. It's an absolute classic, top to bottom, do or die. Definitely whenever people make top 10 albums of the 90s, I always have that in there.
Yeah.
And he's taking a little bit long with Do or Die too, but I hope that's just a testament to how good he's trying to make it.
Hope he don't die.
Yeah. And I mean, I like his catalog. There's definitely some albums that are better than others, but one thing I'll always say about him is he's another one. I don't think he's ever had a bad verse. I don't think he's ever had a verse where I felt like he had a struggle flow or whatever, or he sounded out of place. I think he truly makes, for the most part, the music he wants to make. So, he's definitely in my top 5. I love to hear, anything that he puts out.
Sun, stars, and moon was behind bars and doom. If your mind can't consume, but spiritual pain to bring forth physical rain. And with
wow.
yourself, how else can a criminal change?
Remix.
Being locked up just ain't the life for me. Fear is way too trite for me. You're coming home soon, sounds so nice to me. But you can bet I'm bouncing out with mad props. And if I get
yeah, bro,
My world don't stop.
I'm glad you threw him in there. All right, real quick AZ story. When I was in like 10th grade, 8th grade, actually no, like 5th grade, because the first album had dropped and he had a Source magazine cover, and I cut the Source picture out, and he had the illest haircuts. Like him and Nas always had the illest cuts. You know what I'm saying?
Sharp ass.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Caesar.
The Caesar with the parts, and that shit looked like it was airbrushed.
Right.
You know what I mean? She like it was airbrushed. So I cut out the magazine and I took it to my barber, and I was like, I didn't know what the haircut was called. I said, give me this. And it was a picture of AZ. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, man, he had an orange Mets, like a puffy Mets jacket on, and I was like, yo, give me this. And not only did he perform it, but he was it. You know, like he's smooth in general. You know what I mean? Had the chance to meet him, see him live, and he definitely impacted me heavy in my life. You know, I consider him like an uncle, like musically. You know what I mean? Like the jewels that I've learned from his music over the years. So salute.
And he keeps a pretty wide. I don't think some people realize, but he keeps a very wide palette of topics. Like he ain't just talk about like he's just not hustler raps. You know, he really can talk about anything out there.
Absolutely. And you know, Omar put Nas in number 3, and he put AZ number 2. The AZ Nas debate, and I've done this. I've done my homework. Every song that Nas and AZ are on, AZ washes him, man. Or it's either even or AZ wins. You know what I'm saying? Either way, AZ has like the advantage when they go at it. So
that's a pretty fair set. It makes you want to go make a quick playlist of them too, and just listen to it with a fresh set of ears.
No doubt.
But that's a pretty fair assessment.
Yeah, he goes to work. So we'll slide to number 4. B, it's on you, man.
So here we go. Number 4 for me, I go with Hov. You know,
Title.
And you know, Hov very controversial. Hov is somebody that, you know, a lot of people be like, he did this, he did that, he corny, this, whatever. Regardless of that, though, the man is very successful. The man to this day, he still spits good rhymes. You can't knock that from him. The man to this day, when you're at the club, 99 Problems come on, people still banging it out. The man has songs that are forever embedded in you. You know what I mean? You got it's so many. I can't even think about it. You got so many songs that just like people just know by heart. People know these music. People know his songs. It comes on, everybody wilding up. It don't matter what culture you come from. You know what I mean? People in India know who Jay-Z is. They know he's everywhere. You know, he's very popular. You know, very influential. And for me, it's like he built his way up. And you know, he promotes business. He promotes being successful, and he been promote. To me, a lot of people be like, "Oh, the 444 album." A lot of people be like, "Oh, should have done this album." To be honest with you, Hov did this years ago with Blueprint 3. When Blueprint 3 came out, I feel like there was a couple of songs out there that already told you what path you should be on.
He did it from the beginning of his career.
Beginning of his career, even further back. But if you want to wake up the commercial society, Blueprint 3, you know what I mean? When he dropped that album, it was already like, yo, I'm telling you, young forever, live forever. How you gonna be known when you pass away? He was already giving you cues and hits like, listen, it's about what you leave behind. Right. It's not about what you're doing right now, it's about what you leave behind. So Hov definitely on my top 5. He up there.
Number 4, Armand didn't do Jay-Z either. Jay is at this point where like he's about to be a caveat himself. Like we put Biggie and Tupac out. We about to put him out. Like
he's about He's
that good. He's just like, yo, we just put you in the clouds. We put you in the iCloud. You know what I mean? Put you in the cloud of greatness.
He's already. I think he's already there, bro. If he doesn't die already, he's already there.
He's there. Yeah, he's there. I can't argue with Jay-Z. Can't do that. My number 4, I gotta say, it's funny how money changed the situation. Miscommunication lead to y'all know the rest.
I was gonna put it on there.
As artists, we talking about artists, MCs. I gotta throw L Boogie in there. I gotta throw Lauryn Hill. She is by far a top 5 MC. You know, by far. And you know, she's another one where I kind of just. She was always a around my childhood. She was always around, and the Fugees were always around. You know, not until I became like a younger adult, you know, she kind of got ghost. And so, you know, it's like, you know, I had to take it back and be like, yo, man, Lauren was like that. Work those first 2 Fugees albums, and then the Miseducation. When Lauren chooses to rap, it's lights out. Like she's the best. You know what I'm saying? She's just so talented enough that she can act and she can sing and she can do these other things and she can write music. But you know, I saw her live in about like 2006, 2007. You know, she was probably past her prime. You know, but I said to my comrade, I said, yo, I gotta go see her because if any godforsaken reason she gets taken from us before her time, you know, she's our modern day Marvin Gaye. You know, to me. And what I mean by that is, you know, Marvin Gaye was such an artist. You know, he was so true in his flaws and his insecurities, and what he believed in. And I don't think nobody hits that for us like Lauryn Hill. And as an example to that, I saw like A Boogie with the Hoodie interview, and he has a song like, you know, dedicated to Lauryn Hill, and her impact is so crazy that it's almost like she's dead already. You know, like, you know how like dead artists get more acclaim. You know what I mean? It's almost like she's not even with us. That's how much living legend. Like, she gets talked about like Michael Jackson and Prince already. Like, she's already getting her flowers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. While she can still smell them, which is actually a plus.
Yeah, for me,
so you might win some, but you really
I lost this one because I failed her.
I failed her. From, it's so silly.
She not even. She should have been.
But you been. There we go. That's my number 4, Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
Respect.
Side note though, man, very influential woman.
And for the ladies, man. Gotta rap for the ladies, man.
I went through some rough times, and listening to her album, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. And the whole purpose of the album is because she missed the one class where they were teaching about love. She missed that one class where it was so crucial for her in order for her not to make the mistakes she did in life. And yeah, shit, I almost feel guilty right now not putting her in my...
She's in there.
Guilty.
She's in there for me, bro.
And you know, I feel guilty for her not being there, man. I feel like, damn, I failed myself. Yeah, I had to... Yeah. Carry on, though.
Yeah, so that's my 4. We got Jay for Brian. We got L Boogie for me. We got Elijah Official in the building. We got Zelda God in the building. They just came through.
Yo.
Ray, who's your number 4, bro?
Number 4. All right, so I'm mad I have no New Jersey artists in my top 5. So.
And she's from Jersey. She's from Jersey, son. He's supposed to be representing.
He's orange, baby. He's orange.
Oh, and it's funny because Jersey, it's like we don't have a lot of artists, but the few that we do are like iconic. You know, like they like, you know, even producers. But that's another conversation. But my number 4, I threw Common in there.
Yeah.
And when it comes to him, you know, I got into him late in life. Like, no lie, I had no familiarity with Common until like Water for Chocolate, and that was off the strength of the Source magazine. You know, I saw, you know, it was getting 4 mics, and you know, there was a point in time where when the Source gave you 4 mics or better, that meant your album was legitimately good, great, or classic. You know, so that was literally, you know, with my, like, you know, I got put onto him out of order, but you know, that was my like intro to him. And then over the years, you know, B, and then, you know, like B made me go back to like Resurrection, because everybody was like, yo, B is this, you know, other classics since Resurrection, led me to that. Then it led me to Can I Borrow a Dollar, and just his whole catalog, even up to now. And what I love about him is, it's funny, when you listen to him on his first album, he was very much, he was young. That album came out like, I think early 90s, like 91 or something like that. I love the samples he was rhyming over, but he was very like juvenile on it, you know, in the sense that he was young and he was just having fun on there, just talking about girls and just, you know, rapping. He was kind of doing a little bit of a DOS effects a bit with his flow, but he evolved. And you know, I'm not the most political person, but I can listen to his albums when he's putting those kind of messages in there, because he has such a poetic style of rhyming, and he has you know, he says things that it's like, yo, like if I wanted to put a quote of a tattoo on my forearm, it was like it would probably come from Common because he says stuff in such a poetic way.
Right.
You know, I think, you know, over the years, his, you